Okay guys, tonight I am back with my two boy friends and we're gonna do a little video chatting. Someone in the comments of our last video chat wrote, you guys need to do an AITA stream. It would be so good. And you know what, you guys? Sometimes when you ask, you receive. Sometimes if you leave a cute little comment like that, you might just get what you want. That's exactly what we're doing today. And in case you don't know what AITA stands for, it stands for Am I the hole? Basically, there's this subreddit where people submit their stories. They're usually very detailed, okay? And they pretty much ask everyone who's reading it, am I the hole? Or am I not? Am I not? And we're going to be reading them tonight, and we're gonna make our own decisions on these people. So let's see the guys. Hello? Hello?
Hey!
Hello, Ricky?
Hi.
Hi, sorry, I had to be a little loud to get your attention.
Should we get started, guys?
Hey, yeah. So what are we doing today?
Oh my god.
Well, I already told my chat.
I
Me
told
too.
my chat too.
Yeah!
So we all know.
We all know!
Am I
great.
the asshole?
Oh, here we go.
That's what we're playing today.
What was that?
I don't want to talk about it.
All right. So should we get started? I can read one.
No, I don't want to start yet. I want to sit in silence.
Okay.
There's a plane going over my house and it's coming in as like static.
Okay, let's start.
What is that?
What is
What?
that?
What is that? Ricky, are you gonna read the first one?
I'll do it. I got one good right here.
Okay. I can't wait. I can't wait for an original performance. An original monologue by Ricky Dillon.
I have a good one. I couldn't believe it was real when I first read it. All right, we ready?
Yep.
Yes.
Am I the asshole for asking my boyfriend to stop feeding his sister when I'm around? Am I the asshole for asking my boyfriend, 25 male, to stop feeding his sister, 17 female? I've been with my boyfriend for 2 years, and I recently asked for him to stop spoon feeding his sister while I'm with him. She is fully capable for feeding herself, but I feel uncomfortable when he is feeding her. He claims that it makes her happy and he sees her as still his baby sister. Which is understandable, but he doesn't really do things like that with me, and when she rejects him, he comes to me. It happened again tonight after we talked about it, and he claims that he didn't really mean to do it. He said that it's because since their mother died recently that he feels a stronger urge to baby her and to protect her and to make sure that she's okay and happy. However, to me it seemed more like he disregarded what we discussed before. I had told them that they can do it while I'm not with them, but just while I am there that they refrain from doing so. Is this something that I should learn to deal with and let go of it? Or am I the asshole?
I'm gonna let you guys take the lead on this because I'm an only child.
Yeah, Ricky,
so...
I think since you read it, you should answer first.
Well, would you be... How old are they again?
So the boyfriend's 25.
Okay.
Freshly, he has a new frontal lobe. And the sister is 17. And he's spoon feeding her.
Spoon feeding
and
her
the girlfriend's uncomfortable.
Okay, Jacob, would you spoon feed your little sister?
No, personally, unless she couldn't eat for some reason. Also, how can you have any variety in your diet if the only thing you're eating is what your brother feeds you with a spoon?
That's all the details we got.
Well, yeah, maybe he's feeding him or feeding her a variety of foods.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Soup, applesauce, yogurt.
Soup, applesauce, and yogurt.
There's more than just that.
That's the full. That's a full pyramid.
I'm gonna. The fact that. I'm gonna go with yes. Your girlfriend is an asshole, and you should break up with her. Wait,
Wait, I think
It's the boyfriend. It's the boyfriend. It's the boyfriend. It's the boyfriend feeding the younger sister.
So the
Yeah,
girlfriend
break
is
up with
not.
him and put him on a list.
Put him on a list.
Yeah, I don't know what list, but he needs to be on a list.
I mean, I guess it depends on how they brought it up. You know, like I would probably have that conversation. I'd be like, this is making me uncomfortable. It's a little
I
strange. I feel
personally
like if
am
you
not
approach
watching
it,
that one time. I'm not watching that one single time.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to watch
Wow.
it. So I feel like if you approach it with kindness and you're like, look, this is a little wacky. I'm comfortable with it. Then I feel like it's okay.
So that's not normal with siblings. Siblings don't spoon feed each other.
Nope.
No.
I have an older sister, and I don't think she ever spoon fed me once.
I could see you getting spoon fed.
Only by you.
Wow!
What about me? Yeah,
All
no,
right, so the ruling is not an asshole. I'm
Yeah.
putting my foot down.
not an asshole. Also, especially like, I think just anything in general, like that makes you uncomfortable that your partner is doing. If you like express that to them, they should respect that. So,
Yep,
regardless of the situation.
I agree.
I agree.
Yeah.
All three agree.
Am I the asshole for not wanting my bratty nephews at an important event? I, divorced 45 male, recently retired from the military, and had a nice ceremony where my family and friends gave me a nice send-off. However, I have two nephews, 8 and 10 years old, belonging to my brother, that are, with no exaggeration, the absolute worst behaved children I have ever met. They came to my house twice in the last 3 years. I live several hours away, and both times I was quickly exhausted with them and their behavior. They refused to eat the meal I made them, but then I found them in the kitchen scarfing down the dessert with their bare hands. They caused one of my children to start crying when they couldn't handle them throwing their toys and books all over their previously clean room. My brother and I were taught discipline and respect, but my brother just let his wild children wreak havoc all over my home. So, when it came time for my retirement, I made it clear that I wanted it to be for adults and older teens. My kids are older teens, since these ceremonies are important to the family and military member, and I didn't want it ruined. My son-in-law, who excuses her children's behavior, asked if her sons could come so they could see their cousins, and I said no. I was then accused of being divisive and cruel and not letting her kids be a part of it. So, was I the asshole for not letting my two poorly behaved nephews come and possibly ruin my send-off?
No,
No.
Yeah,
absolutely not.
I think there's
I don't
so
even,
many like occasions
even if
where
they weren't misbehaved, I just don't think that kids should be like kids that age should be at important events for any reason.
that's
Yeah,
what I
and I
was
think
just
you have-
saying. I think there's so many occasions where young children, they just don't need to be there.
And I think you have every right, if it's your event, to say, I don't want this person to be there, whether they're a child or someone who's 50. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like-
I feel like the parents have to know that their kids are annoying. I'll say it.
Kids,
I don't think you need an excuse, even if they're good or bad, to not
Kids-
invite children to events. They ruin everything.
yeah, there's too much.
Wait, I can read the questions because you texted them, right?
I
Yeah,
sure did.
because you're next.
Oh, so I am reading.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Good luck. It was scary
Okay.
out there. Did I do a good
I
job?
hope we get. Yeah, you did a great job.
Okay, I'll read this one. My cousin, 18 years old, female, and my aunt, 38 years old, female, have been with us for the past 2 weeks while they're on vacation. They are visiting here. Wait, they're visiting in. What? Some of these are worded so fucking weirdly. They are visiting here. Resides my brother, 40 male, my pregnant girlfriend, 19 female, and myself, 22 male. That was a great sentence.
I don't know what that
Yesterday,
means. Wait, can we break
My
that down?
cousin
Work great.
Mariah, 18 female, locked my brother's keys into the car. I became extremely upset since it was 40 degrees outside and it was raining. Although my girlfriend and I both had coats, we could have gotten sick and we were still very cold. We asked her to go into the car and start it and warm it up, and we came downstairs. 5 minutes later, we came down. Wait, what? 5 minutes later, they are so bad at typing. I promise I'm not
in
illiterate.
Jacob's defense, yeah, I'm reading it too.
Some of these sentences are so badly
Wait,
structured.
wait, pause. What's going on so far in the story?
You also didn't read the title. Am I the asshole for going off on my cousin after she locked the keys in the car?
Okay, that gives me more context. But what's going on? It's just someone's outside with no jacket on?
Yeah, because the keys got locked in the car.
Okay, keep going.
Okay. She explained that she locked the keys into the car, and I said, "What the f?" I lightly moved her away from me. Ooh, that's kind of weird. And tried opening the doors for at least 10 minutes. Why would you spend 10 minutes trying to open a f***ing door? That's locked. It's not like you're gonna magically just f***ing pull it the right direction.
Lightly moved her away from me.
Yeah, I don't like those. Oh, I don't like that. Okay. During this time, I was getting increasingly upset because I cannot understand how a grown woman can be so clueless as to how to lock keys into a car. I told her to start. My girlfriend began getting upset, which made me more upset at her. About 10 minutes later, she went upstairs and noticed that there was a spare key inside the pot for my brother's car and handed it to me. I grabbed it from her, and after she went inside, I drove off. She asked me if I was upset with her once I left, and I sent her a series of texts letting her know she was fully out of line for putting my girlfriend and unborn child's health at risk. And I reminded her that I would get defensive and disrespectful when it comes to my family every single time. My aunt thinks I was too harsh on her and that I should apologize, but what she did truly infuriated me.
Oh my god.
Oh, Bulbasaur fell over when I did that.
Girl.
That's an asshole. That's overreacting. Like, get
it
a
was
grip.
just an accident.
Yeah.
It was just an accident. No one wants to lock their keys in the car.
It's kind of an easy one too, because they were starting the car to like warm it up, and I'm sure they just shut the door behind them, not knowing that it was locked.
I think this guy overreacted, and he needs to sit down and think about his actions. Because that is a little
an asshole,
Yeah.
and the girlfriend should definitely dip now, because if that infuriates him that badly, then I cannot even imagine what
he's a red flag factory.
Yeah, he's giving male manipulator.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all three agree.
I think the ruling's in. He's an asshole.
Oh, we need to get a little bit more divisive in here, you guys.
No.
Okay,
I was gonna side with him, but I feel like that wasn't the one to like pick it up on.
I was thinking the same thing, Jacob. I was like, what's the way that I can be on his side? But there's no way.
Ooh, I like this one because I kind of relate to it.
Okay. Go
Okay.
ahead.
I can easily put myself in their shoes. All right. Am I the asshole for saying I am dealing with real life stuff right now? Okay, here's the story. I'm currently in the hospital waiting to have my finger amputated. Long story short, there was an infection that doctors didn't catch. Now it is too bad for a simple fix. My friend calls and the conversation turns to another friend she doesn't like. After a few minutes of her listing the reasons she hates her, I cut her off. I told her, I'm in the hospital waiting to get my finger cut off. I am in a lot of pain. I haven't slept. I'm dealing with very real life problems right now. She hung up on me and I have gotten a text from another friend. I have been told that just because I'm in the hospital, I don't get to dismiss other people's feelings or problems. I can see how I could be TAH because I did make it out to be like her problems meant nothing.
Oh, the asshole here, I think. TAH.
Oh, okay. She added some stuff too. Let's see.
Okay, what else?
She knew I was in the hospital and going to have my finger amputated before she called. The friend she was complaining about is my friend, not hers. She has been trying to convince me to get rid of this friend for years. So, I say they're not the asshole.
No, definitely not. Also, I just want to say I was laughing at Ricky's delivery in that story, nothing else.
Oh,
Your delivery was very funny. And I've been looking forward to these performances all night.
Thank you. What's the pause for?
I think she probably could have been a little less like dramatic about it. She could have been like, hey, I'm just not in the right headspace right now to like listen to you sit here and vent. So
yeah,
we can talk about it after I get my finger cut off, because if it's your like best friend and they're just chilling in the hospital, you're not just going to assume that like they're so, I mean, I don't know. I guess it is a little intense because they're getting their finger cut off, but
yeah, I mean, this is like a life-changing moment.
Yeah.
But if it's your best friend, like, I don't know, like I would, if I was about to get my finger cut off and I was just chilling in the hospital, like bored as like if it's my best friend, I'm not just gonna assume, or they're not just gonna assume I want to hear their drama. I probably would want to hear their drama because I would want to
be. I'm telling you, you're not going to be in that mindset. I relate to this for having 2 surgeries this year, and both times my anxiety was through the roof. I was in a lot of pain for both. I was freaked out. It was miserable. So miserable. The last thing I would want is for someone to bring their problems to me in the middle of that.
Yeah,
I agree. Their delivery was a little harsh, but maybe they were on pain meds. Maybe they were loopy. Maybe they snapped.
Yeah, I don't even think the
they're an
delivery
asshole.
was that harsh, to be honest. I don't know. Maybe I'm the asshole. But I think, like, if you know that someone's having that surgery and you, like, come to them with problems, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, I didn't do that to Ricky, and I would never think to do that when you were going through your surgeries. But I would reach out to you and, have a conversation with you, you know? Like, there's ways to support your friend when they're going through a moment like that, or, like, keep them entertained or whatever without adding more stress or problems. Especially because the person that they're complaining about is the person who's getting surgery's friend.
Right.
True.
So then it's like putting them in the middle of a situation.
I just love drama personally, so I'll take it at whatever.
And at any moment, he'll take a little tea. You'll take a tea spelling.
Yeah, I love tea.
Who wrote the story again?
It's
the girl who's in the hospital?
Yes, the girl is in the hospital.
Okay,
Yeah, she's the asshole. She's the asshole.
No, she's not the asshole.
We're divisive? She's not. I would say she's not.
She's not.
I think she is.
She is because she didn't catch the tea in her teacup.
Yeah, like you could have just been like, "Hey, I just don't want to hear this right now," but being like, "My God!" Like,
wow, we disagree. We disagree.
Yeah, I don't think she's the asshole, and
I don't think she is.
And I would snap like that.
I don't think I would snap that hard, but I think I would say something like,
"It didn't seem that hard. What did they?" She just said, "I'm in the hospital getting my finger cut off." Like,
Here,
that's
I'll
real.
reenact it.
Okay.
I'm in the hospital waiting to get a finger cut off. I am in a lot of pain. I haven't slept. I am dealing with very real life problems right now.
like,
That's not that big of a snap. So we don't know her tone. You know, she could have just said it like this. She could have said, "I'm in the hospital right now, about to get my finger cut off, dealing with a lot of real life problems right now." You know?
Or she could have been like, oh, I'm in the hospital waiting to get a finger cut off. I'm in a lot of pain. I haven't slept. I am dealing with very real life problems right now.
True. She could have said it like that.
I'm not changing my answer.
Okay. Our first disagreement.
Am I the asshole for hiding embarrassing notes in my house as a joke because I know my fiance's mom snoops? I bought a house 7 years ago, and I met my fiance, Al, 4 years ago. This year he moved in. We're talking about making it a home for both of us. But as of now, he hasn't moved much stuff in. Right now, 95% of the stuff and furniture in the house is mine. When his mom comes over, she's kind of a snoop. He was used to that, but when she comes to our house, it's so uncomfortable because she's just going through my shit. When I am bothered, she's like, "I was just helping with chores," etc. He says I should just let her because she has a lot of nervous energy. One thing she snooped on was actually embarrassing. In my home office, I had a little affirmation post-it note on my monitor saying, "I am smart, I am skilled, I am deserving of great things." It was a silly thing my therapist recommended to get me in a confident mindset before an interview. Anyway, she made a comment about my ego. But as a joke, I decided to do it again. I had my best friend over and we got wine drunk and wrote a bunch of affirmations to hide. Some were, in the medicine cabinet, "My teeth will regrow. I am shark-like and powerful." In the kitchen drawers, "I know when to spoon, but I also know when to fork. I am sexy and self-assured." In the work desk, "I will not just my way to the top of the company. I will my way to the top of the world." Sorry, I didn't mean to crack like that. In the walk-in closet, "I am beautiful with clothes and without, especially without. My boobs are legendary." There were a bunch more, and my friend and I had a hilarious time writing them. Next time my mother-in-law came over, she saw a few, and she didn't acknowledge them to me, even though she definitely started acting a little weird about me. I went to run some errands, and when I was out, she confronted Al about the notes and was trying to tell him I seemed unstable, egotistical, and moving in was a bad idea. She showed him the notes, and he didn't really know what to make of it. He asked me, and I said they were just some silly private notes to boost my self-confidence and make myself laugh. How had she gotten them? Had she been going through my things? He said he was just tidying. He said she was just tidying and saw them, and they were real weird. I was like, have you met me? You should know how weird I am. Anyway, if you don't want your mom seeing my weird shit, you've got to stop letting her go through my shit. He asked if I left them on purpose to annoy her, and I admitted that was kind of the joke, but I also have other weird or private shit, so what I said about her needing to stop snooping if she didn't want to find weird crap was still for real. He said I was making stuff hard for him, his mom was really protective and adjusting to him moving in with a girlfriend for the first time, and I was agitating her on purpose and making her think I wouldn't be a good partner when he wanted her to have the opposite impression of me. Am I the asshole for the note prank?
Man, that was an exhilarating story.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I will say one thing. I think they definitely should have discussed it with their significant other first.
That they were pulling the prank.
Yeah, that seems... But I think there's nothing wrong with pulling the prank because I think Snoopy people are really annoying.
I don't think it was that mean. I think it's funny. If that happened to me, I think I'd laugh, you know? So I wouldn't call them an asshole.
I think that... I agree with Jacob. I think that you should tell your partner before doing something like that. Because I feel like at the end of the day, your relationship with your partner is like such an important relationship. So I feel like it's just kind of weird to do that without them knowing.
Yeah.
But
And
I don't know, it's just a harmless prank. I don't know.
It sounds like they've never had a talk about the fact that the mom is snooping. Like, why have they not talked about it personally together to be like, okay, we need to talk to the mom and ask her to stop?
They did talk about it. And
Together?
Yeah, he says that she should just let her because she has, quote, a lot of nervous energy.
That's really odd. I thought that was odd whenever you read that.
That's
like
actually
having
weird.
nervous energy and snooping, like go for a walk.
Like,
you don't have to like go through drawers and shit.
So I feel like the fiance should have had a conversation with his mom to stop going through the stuff. And then she should have probably had a conversation with him being like, okay, well, you know, I'm going to start placing some notes around and see if she finds them.
Because now you're just placing like unnecessary strain on your own relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
Knowing that they're not going to be cool with the prank. So like, it seems like at that point, I don't know. It's a little silly.
The prank was kind of funny too. There was all harmless stuff. It wasn't like...
Yeah, it was just silly.
And some of them were like a little like sexual. Right?
I'm putting myself in their shoes too. I think I would have been offended if like with the first note they saw that and called me egotistical. Like that would have made me mad if someone came into like my room.
That's true.
Saw a note that I put up for myself. And
they did say they were an asshole.
The whole thing is just giving me like, I don't know, you know, like how a man and his mom have such a close bond, and then when you date a man, the relationship between you and the mom can be like a little...
There's a whole show about that Abby watches all the time. It's called Mama's Boy.
Oh.
It's on TLC. And it's like moms that are like pretty much like in love with their sons, vice versa.
It feels like the whole thing is like a triangle, and they're all like causing like tension.
Yeah, it's like
between each other.
They need to all sit down and have a conversation together. All right. I think we all agree that. Well, I don't know. I guess we agree that.
Wait, do we agree? Is she not an asshole or is she an asshole?
Not an asshole.
I'm gonna say not an asshole. I think it could have been handled better, but I don't really think they're an asshole. Well, they are an asshole, but not in a way that like offends me.
I'm going to disagree with both of you and say that everyone in this situation is an asshole.
Okay.
I kind of agree. I agree with that.
And I'm trying to think about like if I did something like that, like I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of weird. Like I would feel weird doing that, especially like the notes were funny, but I would feel so weird about like my mother-in-law reading those. I would just be like,
it's just really weird, especially if they're early into the relationship. They're just now moving in with each other, and this is how you're starting the venture. You just made things so weird for all like future family events. I feel like
that's true.
That's why everyone's an asshole.
Everyone's an asshole.
Everyone's an asshole. Mom shouldn't be going through this stuff. The husband should talk to his mom, and the wife.
You know what?
I
agree with that.
28 female, got married to my husband, 34 male, a week ago. We got engaged about a year ago. When I got engaged, my mother gave me a pair of earrings, which she said every woman for generations in our family has worn to their weddings. They are 4.0 carat dangling earrings, and they are worth a lot. I felt very honored to be given them, and it made me feel closer to my grandmother who had died 2 months prior. About 3 months after that, I went wedding dress shopping with my mother, my sister, and my fiance's mother. Oh, by the way, the title of this one is, Am I the Asshole for Calling the Police on My Mother-in-Law? It feels like a spoiler when you read the title, but I will read it so you guys don't have to be guessing what's going on the whole time. Okay, so 3 months after that, I went wedding dress shopping with my mother and my sister and my fiance's mother. I brought all the jewelry so that I would be wearing to my wedding to see how they would match the dresses. When I put the jewelry on, my mother-in-law kept going on about how gorgeous the earrings were. My mother explained the story and how they were a family something passed down heirloom.
You learned a new word today.
I've never heard that word.
Oh, new word unlocked for Jacob.
But I also don't have any family to like pass things down through.
You don't have any family heirlooms?
No. All my family's dead. Okay. So my mother explained the story. I found the dress of my dreams and I bought it. On the day of my wedding, I had everything ready in my room. My wedding dress, my flowers, my shoes, my makeup, and my jewelry. I was in there with my soon-to-be mother-in-law. I then needed to go to the toilet, and when I came back, my mother-in-law was gone. I wasn't sure what had happened, but I just thought that she maybe got called away to do something. I then noticed my earrings were gone. I knew straight away she had taken them. I found her and confronted her, and she said she didn't take them. I asked if I could look through her bag, and she said no, and gripped onto it. I said that if she didn't let me look, I would call the police, which I then did, as she still wouldn't let me look. The police arrived and searched through, and the earrings were found in her bag. They were returned to me, and they asked if I wanted to press charges. I wanted to talk to my fiance first, and he said he would support me if I wanted to. I didn't want to decide in that moment, so I just ignored it and had a great night, which is very insane that they had the level of maturity to just enjoy their night after something like that's pretty traumatic. That was a week ago, and ever since then, I've been getting loads of threatening messages and calls from my husband's side of the family. My mother-in-law has been sending me extremely hateful texts, and I think I want to press charges, but I'm still not sure if it's a good idea. That's crazy. That is that is like top tier, like entitledness, like being able to like be rude after you get caught in something that embarrassing. She must have known like she was a sketchy person to just assume something like that, because I think the bride seems very level-headed, but that is such a bold accusation to make unless you kind of know that the mother-in-law is crazy.
I don't think she's the asshole. But I do think calling the cops is a little extreme. But at the end of the day, they did find the earrings in her bag. So it's like, I don't really know.
Well, I think there must have been some like previous things that have happened in order for it to be this intense that you're just so like quickly going to accuse your mother-in-law and call the cops on her. Like, I don't know. I don't think she's an asshole, honestly.
No, I don't either.
Yeah, I agree.
I just think calling the police is pretty extreme in most cases. You know what I'm saying?
For your own purpose, for your own sake, like at your own wedding.
Yeah.
Like you could try to maybe like sweep that under the rug and like enjoy your wedding night, because like everyone is going to be talking about that. That is going to be the memory of your wedding for everyone forever.
That's so true. Right. I didn't even think about that.
Like, why wouldn't you want to like try to make it as low-key as possible?
The police came to my wedding
and arrested my mother-in-law. Like,
oh my
this
God.
honestly sounds like a YouTuber story time that was made up.
I've been drinking so much water because I feel like I'm getting dehydrated.
Quick touch up.
Little maker.
Yeah, you know, I'm just shining a little bit.
Ooh, is Ricky?
Touch up there. Last looks.
Whoa, Ricky's lagging.
Am I better?
You were like a little.
I was like, oh, he's speechless.
Oh.
Oh my God, I thought Jen was actually frozen.
Oh no, you're actually frozen.
Holy shit. How are
I
you
did it!
still?
Am I the asshole for bringing my sister-in-law's wallet to the restaurant when she conveniently always forgets it? My female 28 sister-in-law, Amy, female 26, always comes to visit from out of town. She stays with us instead of a hotel and always wants to go to expensive restaurants. She always conveniently forgets her wallet or comes up with some excuses as to why she can't pay her share. She has implied that since I make much more money than her, I should be the one to pay. No, not my husband should pay, but me specifically. I do make a fair amount of money, but not so much that I can treat someone every time they come into town. Nonetheless, in the past, I have just paid the bill and asked her to pay me back. She never has. She had made a reservation at an extremely expensive restaurant last night. And before we left, I made it clear that I wouldn't be paying her bill. This is where I might be the asshole. And I'll admit, I got this move straight from an episode of 2.5 Men. As we were leaving, her and my husband went to the car. I pretended I forgot something and went back inside. I found her wallet sitting right on top of her suitcase. I put it in my purse and we went to the restaurant. When we were done eating, I asked for separate bills. She said, no, we need one bill because she forgot her wallet again. I reached in my purse and said, this wallet? She was extremely furious.
Dang.
She said that I should have not touched or grabbed her wallet. So am I the asshole for taking her wallet and bringing it to the restaurant?
That's
No.
funny as
No, I don't think so. That's so
Especially
funny.
if it was sitting on top of something. Like, she wasn't snooping either, right? It was just sitting on her suitcase.
Yeah, that's what it says.
That's pretty funny.
You could do whatever, you could play whatever prank you want, because at the end of the day, it's not even about, like, it's not like this has happened a couple of times. She's forgotten the wallet. She straight up said it doesn't even matter if she brings her wallet. She said that you should be paying.
I think it was a pretty funny and good move to do. Not the asshole.
I think
Yeah,
so
that's
too.
funny as
I think it's funny.
I would have died laughing if I saw that happen.
Me too.
Am I the asshole for not paying for my daughter's wedding because she invited my brother and his family? I am 46 and a male. My brother is 48 and a male, 2 years older. When I was 20, my then girlfriend cheated with my brother. I was heartbroken and pissed. I told him he is no longer my brother. Despite my request, my family didn't cut him off. So I told them that I will never again be in the same place as he is. If they wish to invite both, then they should just invite him, as I am the one giving the ultimatum. My daughter is getting married in spring next year. In our culture, both parents are paying for the wedding, 50-50. Unexpectedly, my daughter sat me down and told me that she will be inviting my brother and his family. He married my cheating ex. Apparently, she was seeing them for the last 4 years and built a relationship behind my back. She even wants her cousin to be some kind of flower girl. I was pissed, and I told her that I told her what my boundaries are, and if my brother's invited, then I will not pay for my part of the wedding. She became angry and told me it's time to let go of the past. I told her it's not her call to make. We argued some more, and she told me that I am making her wedding about myself. I told her I will probably not even attend, so it will be all about her, and she left crying. My ex-wife called me screaming and told me I'm a huge asshole, and our daughter is crushed. Then my parents called, same thing. I told them off, and now I'm ignoring their calls. My girlfriend told me to reconsider and apologize, that by not paying and attending, I will break my relationship with my daughter. I don't know. I think my boundaries should be respected. Am I an asshole for that?
There comes the family harassing at the end.
Yeah, holy shit. The family harassment. It never ends.
This one's pretty complex.
Yeah, this is
I'm not gonna lie.
complex.
All right, my main takeaway from this, right off the get-go, is that this is something that happened 20 years ago.
26.
So 26 years ago. Yeah, you're right. I feel like it kind of depends on how serious his relationship was. Because what if him and this girl were just casually dating, and then she moved on and started talking to his brother? That's not as serious as like if they were like on the verge of like getting engaged, and then she like was cheating with the brother. Because that's, I feel like, more intense.
That's true. But if it was 26 years ago, then it probably was more serious, don't you think? Otherwise, he probably would be over it.
Yeah, but he could just be really immature. You hear how
That's
he's talking to his own
true.
daughter and his family.
It's just crazy, like, in the first place, that his cheating ex is now with his brother.
Yeah.
Like, that alone is just...
Well, maybe she knew the whole time she was more compatible with him. If it happened that long ago...
Yeah.
This one's hard.
I wish I knew how long they had been dating for. Like,
yeah, that definitely would be a good context.
Yeah, it would be good context.
I think
it's very extreme.
I think he has every right to be upset about that still, but I think he's being an asshole to his daughter.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
100%.
agree. I agree. And then,
Yeah,
like...
because he's not having a mature conversation about it. He's like yelling and screaming, and like he is making it about himself at his big age.
I think he should suck it up and go to his daughter's wedding and not make a big deal about his drama at her wedding.
Yeah. It's different if
Yeah.
it's your wedding, but it's not your wedding, and
And he could probably just avoid
you're gonna ruin
them.
your relationship with your daughter, probably for life, if you don't pay for her wedding. It's not even just about going, which is important, but also like funding it if they already have this planned.
Yeah, he could just go and just avoid them.
Yeah.
But it is definitely complicated. It is definitely complicated.
Oh, right. He's supposed to pay for it too, and he's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's like a little extreme.
Like you're sabotaging your own daughter. Like you're not punishing your brother. You're sabotaging your own daughter.
Right. Am I the asshole for demanding that my uncle and his wife cover the cost to replace my laptop after their son got a virus on it? I, female 20, am a university student. I live at home with my parents and I pay them rent. Recently, my mother held a family gathering at our house. I wasn't able to go as I had to work. When I got home, I noticed my laptop wasn't where I left it, and it was acting up and was near unusable. I asked my dad about it, and he said that my mother let my little cousin Keith, male 13, use the laptop to keep him entertained.
At 13 is crazy. Sorry.
Don't you dare interrupt me ever again. Anyway, Keith, my little cousin Keith used the laptop. Now you have your all messed up, Jacob. I asked my dad about it. He said that my mother let my little cousin Keith use the laptop to keep him entertained, and that he sat in my room for a while with it.
I'm already annoyed that he got to use the laptop. Sorry.
I'm annoyed too, yeah. After further investigation, I realized that Keith had been going on porn websites on my laptop and downloading files off them. I didn't read this part when I scanned it earlier. I put 2 and 2 together and realized he probably gave my laptop a virus. I took it to a computer repair shop and they gave it back to me working the next day. It was kind of embarrassing, but the tech guy at the shop confirmed that the virus was indeed from the porn websites. The laptop started acting up again. I took it to a different repair place and explained the situation. And the manager told me it wasn't realistically fixable and told me to replace the whole laptop. Damn. I was really pissed as the laptop is extremely expensive, around 1.5 grand. And it was a gift from my paternal grandmother who got it for me around 6 months ago. I told Keith's parents, my uncle and his wife, what happened and asked that they cover the expenses of a replacement laptop. They thought the whole situation was really funny and told me that Keith is just being a boy and that I can just get a cheaper replacement. Am I the asshole?
Oh my god, no.
I have a theory already.
That's a pretty crazy one.
What kind of porn is he downloading?
That Keith is being framed. I think that she decided that she was finally going to watch porn and got embarrassed because she infected her laptop and knew that she was going to have to take it to a repair shop. And so she framed Keith and she just didn't know how to work the porn site.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think it was a little brawdy boy.
That's crazy though. Imagine you get the opportunity to like use someone else's laptop and the first thing you think, because 13 is a pretty big age, like to make a decision like that. And then you immediately think, okay, I'm going to watch porn on this laptop.
That's what I was going to say. Like, imagine
That's
like,
crazy.
Yeah, borrowing someone's computer and watching porn on it.
Because I
gotta say, I would be very mad if I don't want people using my stuff without my permission when I'm not around. If I
that's bottom line.
Yeah.
If I came home and what is this, her cousin? Yeah, if I came home and one of my cousins was using my laptop and they were watching porn on it and got it ruined, I'd be mad. I think I would be in the same situation. I would ask my aunt and uncle to get me a replacement one. I don't think she's an asshole. I think she's very justified, and the aunt and uncle need to pay for it.
Yeah. Wait, did the aunt and uncle give?
No
did
question
the aunt
about
and uncle
it.
give the kid permission? Right.
No, I think
they gave
mom
the kid permission. I'm pretty sure.
did.
No, her mom.
I'd be so pissed at the mom.
I would be so upset. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially unmonitored. Like bare minimum, she could have at least sat there and watched him use it if he really needed to use it for something in the moment.
And why does he even need to use it? Yeah, and the aunt and uncle being like, get a cheaper replacement. Like,
that's up. I would literally. Oh, I would be like irate. I would have to walk out of the room to not like have a full freak out.
That was big vocab. Good job, Jacob.
I don't know one word, and I am belittled.
I wasn't belittled.
Thank you. I would just go get revenge immediately. I would go
what
destroy
would you
something
do for
of theirs.
revenge?
I would go like cut up their purse or something and be like, oh, we'll just go replace it with like a cheaper purse.
I would go on their computers and download porn on their
I would
computers.
go on their computers and watch porn.
Yeah. And I would leave it open playing, max volume and leave.
Good one.
Okay. I have one.
Thank you. I wrote it. We got you. We actually wrote all of these ourselves. These are all fake.
Got you guys.
We should, if we do this again, we should implement one fake one and make the chat guess which one's the fake one.
No, we did do that. They're all fake.
They probably
we got you.
All fake.
Good idea, Jacob.
That is a good idea.
I'm full of good ideas tonight.
Bought the fake.
Okay, I have one. Am I the asshole for telling my wife that she can stay home this Thanksgiving? My wife is a grade A picky eater. It's bothersome to a certain degree, but on holidays, basically the shit show begins. She'd refuse to eat certain meals, and mom would take it so personally, which results in a series of arguments between them. As a compromise this year, my wife offered to bring her own food to Thanksgiving dinner. I was stunned. I asked if she thought this through, and she looked at me confused. I told her about how weird it'd be for her to bring her own food, especially when she wouldn't be sharing it with anybody else, and told her to think about how mom will react. She got very offended and upset. My wife said that it's not her problem and that she was just trying to make it work by bringing her own meal. I told her again that mom might not like nor even allow this. She blew up at me asking if I want her to either eat food she doesn't like or go hungry. I suggested she give my mom's food a chance, but she said she wasn't about my mom's cooking. She just doesn't like certain foods. We had an argument and I ended up telling her she could stay home this Thanksgiving and have whatever meal she likes. She got quiet, then lashed out on me, calling me insensitive and negative to say this to her. I repeatedly asked her to calm down, but she couldn't stop ranting about how I was basically willing to exclude her from a major event. She started cold shouldering me about it while at the same time guilting me, saying that I'm treating her poorly after she offered the perfect compromise.
Honestly, she did.
It is the perfect compromise.
It is.
You think so?
Oh, 1,000,000%. That's such a mature thing to do. Like the fact that the mom is already like being kind of rude about the fact, like, I know picky eaters like can be annoying and it's like fun to pick on them, but like at the end of the day, like, come on. Like, it's a grown up, it's not a kid. It's a grown up that has already decided what they like and don't like. And the fact that the mom is like being rude about it, I feel like she's probably the picky eater girl. Like, I feel like she's probably not being rude. She's probably just like, I can't eat this, I don't like this. And the fact that the mom's going out of her way to be like f***ing rude, and then the picky eater is still like, okay, well, I'll still compromise. I myself would have already been like, okay, I'm just gonna stay home myself. But the fact that she compromised and is trying to make it work, and he's still like, oh, just stay home for Thanksgiving. Like,
I agree, because she did offer a compromise at first to bring her own food, which is kind of awkward, but it's actually kind of thoughtful if you think about it. Like, she's going far enough to offer like a solution instead of just being like, I'm not coming.
As a very picky eater, I have done this.
You've brought your own food.
Done this
to Thanksgiving.
Yes.
yeah,
because I'm much better now, but growing up, I was very picky, and I didn't like a lot of food. Like, you can't help that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I think the mom took it as an offense that, like, she doesn't like her cooking, but she probably just doesn't like the food they're cooking. I think she did the exact right thing by bringing your own food. I have done that. I have gone to people's houses when I know they're cooking something I don't like. I either eat before or, like, I'll bring my own food, and that's not rude. No. I think she did the right thing. I think the mom's the biggest asshole. And the husband should have stood up for, I'm forgetting, is it a wife?
Yeah, wife.
The wife here, yeah.
It's another situation.
Another one of those weird,
Yeah.
The son
son and daughter.
Mama's boys. Oof.
I think he's an asshole. It's just kind of mean. Like, he's not willing to compromise, have any conversation, and just say, don't come then. And if someone told me, don't come, I would be like, okay.
Oh, 100%.
I'm not coming.
Yeah.
I would have been ready to not, like, the fact that the mom was already like trying to beef with her for not eating the food, like, I would have already been ready to like not go. The fact that she was mature enough to be like, okay, I'm gonna cook food and still come, like, damn, bro. Give your wife some credit.
Yes, justice for us picky eaters. Yes, it can be hard for us, you know. Trust me, I wish I liked every food, because it is very awkward and annoying to be in that situation. And
Thanksgiving is so complicated. Like, think about like how weird Thanksgiving food can be for especially someone that's picky, like with casseroles and pots. Like, it's not like a regular dinner. Like, Thanksgiving is,
it's like food you don't eat the rest of the year. You only eat it once a year. There is an update on this one.
Okay.
It says update. And so my wife has decided to go spend Thanksgiving with her family, who,
Good
by
for
the
her.
way,
Good for
lives
her.
hours away. So this
Good
means
for her.
unnecessary travel expenses instead.
Oh, please.
And basically ditched me for a whole week. Y'all
Dang.
happy now? Though I appreciate some insightful comments on the situation, some others, not so much. Especially with those assumptions claiming that my wife has allergies. She does not! Y'all get that from. But anyway, it's all good
Y'all
now.
happy now?
I guess
Oh my God.
I'm not too thrilled with her decision. I feel like she's doing it to spite me or get me to cave in.
He literally told her to stay home.
But he told her
Yes,
not to
you're the
come.
asshole.
He said, don't come.
So she, instead of being like, okay, I'm
Do
not
not
gonna
come.
fucking sit at home by myself, I'm gonna go spend it with my family instead of your awful
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
That's already stressful that she's having to pick between the two, and she's picking his, and then he's still making it complicated.
Do not come.
Wow.
Yes, you're the asshole, mister.
That was fun.
That was fun. I had a good time.
It's like we were in court. We were the judges deciding these people's fates.
Oh my god, that's exactly what it was
Yes,
like.
court.
Asshole
Well.
court.
Asshole court.
By the way, guys, I realized what I would double. I would double my...
You've been thinking about this.
This is so delayed.
What about you
did wanna
guys?
double? Wait, I missed it.
I said I would double my... I wish I could do it for longer. I need to get better at it. I said I would double my...
I think I would double my...
I blinked.
Yeah, oh my god, my eyes are watering.
It's
Whoa,
hard.
you did so good.
Anyway, I'll keep thinking
Whoa.
about what I would double. I'll let you guys know next time.
Okay.
Well, that concludes.
Am I the...
Why can't I hear either one of you?
Oh, I'm clapping.
Oh,
Am I
Whoa.
the...
I can't hear your claps.
Oh, that's good.
Did you hear that?
What the f? There's like noise canceling software installed in Discord.
I heard one clap.
I'm glad that morally, I feel like we're all like kind of in the same tier.
Yeah, nothing
Yeah.
really made us super divisive here. We didn't like
No.
argue over anything.
No.
But next time we will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next time we
I'll
will
make
be
sure of that.
arguing.
I'll find some ones that I know you guys will disagree with me on, and we'll go at it.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm down for that. Okay, guys. Well, that was us doing Am I the Asshole? Oh. Am I the hole? I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let us know in the comments down below if you want us to do this more often, because people post on this subreddit like literally every single day, hundreds of them, and so there's constantly new Am I the Asshole content for us to use. My favorite part was when okay, bye YouTube.